Okay guys, going to tell you a wee trout fly called the yellow Tail Bibio. So the hook in the vise is a size 10 standard heavyweight bad fly hook. You can tie these down to a size 14 if you wish, just depending on the waters that you fish. Now I'm going to put a hot tag on the back first, and that's going to be a Glow Bright Floss number 10 in the bright yellow. So I'm just going to come in and get the Glow Bright Floss started round about where the barb is. And then I'm just going to take the Glow Bright Floss down round the bend and then remove the waist tag and bring the Glow Bright Floss back up to where I started. Now, how far around the bend you go is up to you. Some people would only take maybe 4 or 5 turns around the bend. So your own personal preference. Now I'm just going to come in here and just stick in a 2-turn whip finish. And then come in and trim away the thread. And at this stage you can UV resin, varnish, super glue, whatever you like. Now I'm just going to use super glue. Got to protect this at the back, or once it takes a few trout the teeth will just fray away the Glow Bright Floss. Now I'm just going to set this to the side to get that out of the vise. Get a clip. Stick it into the clip, and then I've one here that I had done about 10 minutes ago. Now I've varnished this as well, so I've super glued and then varnished over the top. The thread I want to use to tie the fly is Uni Thread 80 in black, so we'll just come in, get the thread started behind the eye of the hook, and we'll just lash on a bit of thread here. Not being too fussy with it, just bringing my thread down to meet the Glow Bright Floss butt or tag, whatever you like to call it. Now the tail on the fly is going to be a golden pheasant tippet feather, or sorry, crest feather, and this one that I'm using has been dyed fluorescent yellow. Now just to beef it up a wee bit, I've 2 feathers off here, 2 small feathers. Just going to get them lined up in my hand. Got them here. Just going to offer these up to the hook. Just coming around with a couple of loose turns just to get them sitting the way I like. Just want to check. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. Just going to hold the tail and then tighten up with my thread turns. And then I'll come in and trim this much the length of the body. Now the rib, where am I? Here I am there, is the Ultra Wire by UTC in silver. So get a bit of that off. I'll offer this up to the hook. Just going to come around with a turn to hold, and then nice tight turns. Doesn't have to be touching, just tie in the cut ends of the crest feather and your rib, and then we'll work our way back down, tied up against the tail. Now what I'm going to use for the body, it's just the Bibio body, black, red, black, and what I'm going to use, this is the SLF dubbing from Davy Watton. This is just the wee dispenser box that it comes in, so you don't need much of this stuff now because it dubs really easy. So first off we'll start with our black, and this has wee flecks of flash to it, UV flash, really good stuff. So start off with a black, then we'll come in with a bit of red, or we touch of red for me. The red's lovely in it, nice and bright, and then back into our black again. And most folk will know the colour combination of the Bibio. So well known trout fly. Anything get up to this stage, anything that's going forward, just come in and sweep it back and bring your thread in front. Now at this stage you have a decision to make. You can put on a hand hackle for the body hackle, or what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a black cock saddle hackle. So just going to get one off here. Just going to come in, remove the rubbish from the bottom. Then I'm going to come in, just strip away the fibres to bare the stem. Offer this up to the hook on my side. Just come in with tight turns to secure that in. Then we'll come in with a pair of scissors and remove the excess stem. Now, when I palmer the hackle down the body, I like to get 2 or 3 turns going at the shoulder, meaning the top of the body. Then another turn onto the black. Then I'm going to take a wide sweep and start again on the black and get another 2 turns in on the black, because you don't want to cover your red. Then I'm going to come around with my silver wire. Same again, I'm going to get 2 turns on the black. I'm going to do a wide sweep. Don't want to cover the red again, and then another 2 turns on the black part of the body at the top. Keeping my wire tight. I'm going to break away the tip. Come in and stroke everything back. Bring your wire up in front. Follow this around with your thread. And then just secure this in. Now, you want to make sure your wire is well secured in, because that's what's holding the fly together. Then you can bend and break away the wire. You can leave it that the way it is, or I'm just going to come in with a wee bit of Velcro here. Just brush out some of that lovely SLF dubbing. Good stuff, that SLF dubbing. Now, I'm going to sweep everything back, thread to the eye, and back up tight against the body hackle. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish off with the black hand hackle, and this is just a cheap Indian hand cape that I'm using now. I have one here on my desk and the tip is broke. Don't be scared to use those, don't be discarding them. There's nothing wrong with a feather. Just come down a wee bit, strip it back. Only offer this up to the hook, come in, few turns to secure in your hackle. I'm going to fold back the excess tip, tie up over the tip and the hackle. Then you can come in and locate that tip and you can break it away. I'm just going to come in with the scissors, just gently run it up the stem, and then just come around with your turns of your hackle. Now, with it being a hand hackle, you want more movement. Put plenty of turns on, it's up to you. Usually 3 turns is enough for me, so that's going to go plenty there for me. Just going to keep a hold of the stem, follow this around with my thread, a couple of tight turns in to secure, and I'm going to fold the stem back so it's thin enough. So I'm just going to strip away the excess fibre on the stem, come in and sweep everything back. All you do is just come in, sweep everything back, bring your thread to the eye, bring your thread up over the eye, tan everything, tan your stem in. Just makes for a far stronger fly. Keeping your thread tight, break away the stem. Then you can come in, keeping your thread still tight with your whip finishing tool. And just throw in a nice tight whip finish. Pull your thread tight. There you go, pull it that tight, the thread broke. But there you go. That's how strong that wee fly is. Now, just to finish off, we'll come in with a wee touch of varnish onto the head, right the whole way right round. I'll probably give that another coat of varnish, a couple of coats, just to make sure the eye's clean. We'll just come in with some waste wire on my desk here, just clean out the eye. Just want to make sure it's clean. So there you go, guys. That's the yellow tail bibio. Near got that out. So basically just a bibio, hot yellow butt, and the nice fluorescent yellow crest feather at the back. It doesn't have to be fluorescent yellow, just natural yellow will do. You can change that up. You can have it as an orange tail bibio, red tail, it's up to you. So look, guys, hope you got something out of that wee video. If you haven't got that in your box, tie a few up. Hopefully it can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. if you like the wee videos I'm putting together, think about subscribing to my channel. Helps the wee channel out. And as always, tight lines.